my cam is being a bitch.
So
Probably because
let's use that one. See what happens. Yeah, there you go. That's a direct right to the Sorting Hat. The second one.
the second link, yeah.
Yeah, the second link will take you right to the Sorting Hat. So if you want to
But
use,
you're still gonna have to sign in.
well, yeah, but I'm saying like the first link just takes you to the website and figuring out navigation to get there.
Oh yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. That one right there will take them right to the Sorting Hat within the website. So that'll be a good thing. Everybody go take your pottermore.wizardingworld.com / sorting hat.
Whoa, whoa.
Hey, look, picture background.
Yeah, well, I don't have.
And blur my camera. Unblur my background.
Yeah, I'm trying to unblur my background.
There you go. All right, cool.
But shit is all kinds. Oh, I probably bumped the damn camera.
No, you were pretty good.
XSplit, man, XSplit. I'm looking at XSplit, and the camera's all shite.
Oh, the camera's full screen.
Yeah. Oh, I'll get it fucking worked out here. There we go. That's. I'm good. There you go. You guys can see my empty trash bottle over there, but no one on stream can, so it's all good. And on that note, I am done with fucking Atlas for a minute because I guarantee that's what did it.
No, something about that. How many CPU usage?
Oh, dude. Well, when it pushes, Atlas pulls usually on its own like 30 to 40% of all 8 cores that I have. So that's why I want 16 cores. I don't want to build a separate streaming PC. I don't.
These future CPUs are supposed to make it where you don't have to. So
Yeah. I don't. I mean, as much as I'd love to build another computer because I find that shit fucking fun, I don't want to have 2 computers on my desk.
the good thing is though, Intel and AMD have both made a commitment to that exact decision. They understand the streaming world now. It's been around 5, 6, 7 years, like five at a solid fucking beat your door down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so they've started development of single system to make that affordable for everybody to do. Is really what it is. That's what they're trying to do. Is because it's expensive to set up a dual PC setup and to do all of what everybody else is doing on the very high end. They're trying to cut that strain out and make it more affordable for more people to put their content out into the world without having to spend like $10,000 on a PC.
Here we go. Let me. Well, while we're kind of talking about that, let me.
Introduce the Ryzen 3000.
Yeah. Well, first, I guess I'm using Gamers Next's article because Gamers. I just like Gamers Nexus. I like Steve.
That's it, but
He's
it's
on.
his.
He's an honest motherfucker. Tech Jesus, as he's known to everyone else. So, first of all, AMD's released new graphics cards. The RX 5700 and the RX 5700 XT. It's the 5700 XT is going to compete with the RTX 2070 for $100 less,
Okay.
and the 5700 will compete with the 2060. So still no high end AMD GPU. Nothing to compete with the 2080 Ti. The Radeon 7 GPU competes with the 2080. But
Right.
there's still nothing in the high end space from AMD on that note. So we'll just fucking move on. good pricing. Hopefully, it gets Nvidia to drop their prices. That's all I look for AMD on the graphics front. Is give me something competitive to make Nvidia drop their prices because Nvidia's prices are fucking ridiculous.
Right. But that was because they got into the bit shit data mining or coin mining
Bitcoin
of
mining, yeah.
yeah. When they became known for the coin mining, what they tried to do was regulate the market by making the processors more expensive to compensate the cost of what the data basically was bringing.
Yeah, GPUs got all jacked up with the Ethereum and Bitcoin fucking shit last over the last 2 years. But Zen 2, man. Zen 2 Ryzen 3000 series. Higher IPC, more cores,
What?
more threads, uh,
Juggalo.
less security flaws than Intel's processors. Because there are some major security flaws with all Intel processors at this point. All of them.
Yes.
Um,
It was a rather unfortunate happening for like most world governments when that was discovered.
they aren't showing the damn specs of the 3000 series, and that's what I want. Damn it, Steve. You
Damn
let
it,
me down. I sit here talk you up, and you just gonna focus on the goddamn.
iPod.
I'll find something here in just a goddamn minute. I want the Ryzen 3000 specs because they actually are good, and I don't want to misquote. The 3950X is what I want. I'm not using the Verge article. You all can just fuck right off.
Fuck all of the offs.
There we go. That's APUs. Motherfucker. There we go. This is a direct comparison to the 9900K. So the Ryzen 9 3900X is an 8-core, 16-thread processor. And if you can see these specs here. So first of all, Intel's struggling to get their 10 nanometer chips out. AMD is already on their 7 nanometer chips. The i9-9900K is an 8-core, 16-thread processor, 3.6 gigahertz base clock, 4.7 gigahertz all-cores boost, 5 gigahertz one-core boost, a 95-watt TDP.
Now explain that for idiots.
So, doesn't have really high power consumption. Clock speeds are really nice. 8 cores, 16 threads. AMD's Ryzen 9 3900X is a 7 nanometer process with 12 cores, 24 threads. By the way, it also has triple the amount of cache as the Intel processors. 3.8 gigahertz base clock.
It can get you more hookers than ice cream since it has more cash.
Yes. There you go. 3.8 gigahertz base clock. So with 12 cores versus 8, it's already 0.2 gigahertz faster than the 9900K, which is Intel's flagship gaming CPU. 4.6 gigahertz per core boost clock is not unknown right now, but 4.6 gigahertz boost clock, so it's only 0.1 gigahertz slower than an 8-core processor. More cores, more power. Usually it's harder to get higher clock speeds, but they're doing it. Now it has 105 watt TDP, so it's going to use 105 watts. It uses 10 more watts. But whatever, dude, that's a beast of a fucking CPU. And oh yeah, you guys are all switched around again, aren't you?
I'm super up and loud.
And I'm frozen.
We don't know who that guy is, but I am Super Kabigu Ruth up and loud.
Super commented loud. Refresh. Welcome back. It's Double Guru.
I'm too tiered.
All right, and Thump is back. So $499, man, for that processor. That's a great fucking price for
Oh yeah,
12
that's
cores, 16 threads. You're comparing that to the only way to get that out of Intel right now is to go to X299, which is 2 going on 3 years old.
Yep.
And I think it's $1,000 CPU. So half the price and better performance. Dude, how can you argue that? Of course, they haven't released yet, so grain of salt. Wait for professional reviewers to review them because nobody will send me free stuff to review.
Not yet. We're working on it. We need make sure and hit that like button, subscribe button over there on the
Yeah,
YouTube.
give me free stuff to review for you, and I'll give it away afterwards.
Yeah. If he doesn't give it away, give like some of his old stuff away.
Yeah, very much. Give me a 2080 Ti to review, and I swear to God, I'll give someone a fucking 1080 Ti in a heartbeat. But it's looking really promising, man.
One for you to review and one for you to give away.
Yeah, it really is. It's just looking really promising. It's on par with Intel's processors according to AMD's benchmarks. July 7th, 7/7 is when we'll see this shit. So be looking for it then. But we got multiple lives here. There's the proper live on YouTube's. So that's kind of what's going on with AMD. Oh, by the way, AMD is putting all the hardware in all the next-gen consoles. One thing I kind of want to touch on that with the next-gen console stuff. Did you see where Phil Spencer said Scarlett is 8K compatible?
Yeah.
There is. It was a big topic that those guys talked about last night. Was the fact that 8K. There's one TV right now. There's one TV on the market that does it, and it's dumb fucking expensive.
Well, and here's the thing on that. It's saying it's 8. You can say it's 8K compatible because it uses HDMI 2.1 or 2.2. So it has the cable, the output is able to handle the bandwidth for 8K. So it's 8K compatible, but you ain't getting 8K graphics out of that. I'm sorry. There ain't no Navi GPU out there pushing 8K. You see what they're releasing on the Navi front in general. It competes with the 2070, and a 2070 can't run 4K.
Also, the big argument also is that even if they do run 8K, the human eye is not going to see it anyway. So it's a waste of performance.
Do I need to pull up that stupid website again for you? Do we need to take a trip down memory lane? Let me find some laser eye surgery website to give you info.
8K is useless.
Yeah, pretty much. But bottom line is that number was just thrown out there because, of course, it's 8K compatible. It supports HDMI 2.2.
Right.
Whoop-de-doo.
Which is also the format that the only 8K TV in the world that exists right now. It's what it supports.
So if you got a ton of money,
we're talking $100 and some grand for the.
Yeah, you got a ton of money. You can have it. You can have it all. You can have your Xbox play on an 8K TV, but you ain't getting 8K graphics because you ain't getting 8K graphics out of the most high-end PC. So
they're not the only ones. The conversation, let's go to it because the website was brought up because the conversation originally was brought up because of PlayStation's future-proofing 8K projection that they put on theirs as well.
Mm-hmm.
All this is a following of the suit, which is us repeating exactly just like they did, repeating PlayStation over again, and now we're saying Xbox. The good part is the one that we know we don't have to worry about. Nintendo is not going to say that shit to us, at least not for another 5-10 years.
Yeah, that's for fucking sure.
They're sitting back laughing.
They're not going to do 4K. That machine is not. Nintendo's not even worried about 4K. They gave you 1080 in a fucking handheld device. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. And Nintendo your life away for the next how many ever years before they finally figure out exactly what depth of programming they're going to provide for you on the next piece of equipment that they offer.
Yeah, because Nintendo doesn't sell you hardware. Nintendo sells you games. That's the truth of it. Is Nintendo doesn't need to sell you high spec hardware.
Now it was
they can sell you their own IP.
it was another good article that came out about what also Phil Spencer was part of the conversation of as a gaming company of Xbox Microsoft, it's not it's really not about selling consoles.
Mm-mm.
That is not going to be the defining moment of their company. That is not the realm that they are sticking into. It they've lost money on every console they've ever shipped. Every console they've ever shipped.
I love how he also was talking about in that interview how they acknowledge that there's still a lot of the Xbox community that still plays 360.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of crazy to know that there's still that big of a 360 environment. I thought it was strange. Like I was like, all right, so the new console's coming out, and I got this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Man, I hope they get the next console. And then we lost some of those guys. And I'm friends with some of these guys on Facebook or in real life, and they haven't stopped gaming. They just didn't move up. They just got life happened in front of them, and they're like, yeah, I got that, man. It's got all the games that I'm still able to play currently. I like everything. He's like, yeah, I could get a new console, but why bother? I don't have any interest in kind of like a lot of what's going on. I got everything that I could need out of this box, and a lot of people were fine where they were. That was where the end of their cycle as gamers went. Like
Mm-hmm.
they didn't need to move beyond that. They don't have any need to have that kind of expenditure of what having an Xbox One X in your house means. Uh, because y'all knew what it was with me. I wasn't going to buy the One X. I was happy with my Xbox Ones. I had two of them in the house. I was good. And then all of a sudden, what happened? My girl bought a 4K TV. So what did that mean? That meant that, well, shit. I mean, if I've got a 4K TV, why not have a fucking console that can run the fucking, give me that experience? Why can't I, since I got the TV, enjoy the whole process? Which means an upgrade for that was logical in the sense of you upgraded one piece of equipment, now you might as well pair it with another piece of equipment.
Right.
For a lot of people, once you stop, once you're happy in an environment and you're just like, all right, this is the end for me, there's really no need to move beyond that. And I can understand it for some people. I'm also very happy I'm not one of those people. I like the fact of still having the drive to move forward to new, just wild, stupid shit. Like me and Webb talked about it yesterday, and he was like, well, I think it's dumb 8K, but I'm going to buy this box. I'm going to buy this box because I have to have it to see what they're talking about. I have to have it to know what that experience is honestly going to be. I'm not going to live in this different world where I just don't know because I don't have it. And he dedicated himself to moving forward to whatever this new 8K console is going to be. He's like, I want to see it. I want to see what it's going to be. He's like, I'm going to buy one. And I'm probably that guy too. Like, I very rarely turn mine on now, and we'll see whether or not I decide to just really dive into upgrading my PC. And since most of my Microsoft shit is over here now, whether it stay implanted in this environment or whether or not, because like it still separates me from a lot of my buddies that I do upgrade to the next Xbox.
That's going to be the deciding factor for me at this point. I mean, I probably will have to buy one because the boy's a console gamer, but if he can play with all of his Xbox buddies on PC,
Be like, I've spent enough money on your computer. Get in there, boy.
yeah.
Get in there,
What'll happen is I'll upgrade my shit and I'll put a 1080 Ti in his processor or in his computer and move on. I'll take his GTX 1060 and throw it in my leftovers.
All right. Well, we got like 3 minutes left for Radio Land. If there's anything that anybody would like to say to any of the people over there that have dealt with
Fuck
all.
you. I mean, oh damn it, that's not what I'm. That came out all wrong. I mean, thanks for fucking listening.
Yeah. Actually, we
Man.
gained a listener right as you said that.
Hell yeah! I should cuss all you radio listeners out more often. Thanks for fucking listening, you assholes.
Yeah.
We
It's always a pleasure.
We appreciate you.
205 over there for those guys anyway. But we've got more E3 conversation kind of coming up. We've got we're not done at the end of this next 2 minutes. We got a little bit more that we want to dive into. There's some real hype games that we haven't gotten into yet. We're going to kind of dive into that a little bit more. We want to use this last little bit of time to let y'all know. You can find us over on Facebook. You can find us over on YouTube. Tune in, Angry Dandelion Show on either of those locations. Find us on Facebook and YouTube again for like facebook.com/Angry Dandelion or youtube.com/The Angry Dandelion. And you can find us in any of those locations. Make sure and don't worry about our Twitter or our Instagram because we do not keep up with it at all.
Anybody wants to keep up with that kind of shit for us? You just let us know. You can be our community manager.
Yeah, there you go. It's not a paying.
You can work for free.
Yeah, it's not a paying gig. So just let's get that.
We'll give you a big shout out on the show, which will get you nothing.
Exposure is what we offer, and not our own. Just so you know, we will not be exposing ourselves. Well,
yeah, no Dr. Disrespect streams over here.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, so you guys did see that?
Yeah, that's how we started the show.
Yeah, someone
I was
here though.
busy.
He was busy playing Porn Desert Online.
That part I wasn't.
I just changed the name again. Now it's Porn Desert Online. PDO.
Didn't you?
Huh?
You had just hopped out of the shower when you got in here, didn't you? Yeah, you had that whole fresh out look. Hair was still a little damp at that point. No glasses on.
No, he just finished that raid on PDO.
Did we catch a little bit of underwear too at the very start of the show?
Yeah.
That was my swim shorts. I'm still wearing them. They're my swim shorts.
Motherfucker takes a shower in swimming trunks?
No, motherfucker.
I'm a fat bastard.
I literally threw them on because they were right there. They were right there, so I was like, snag, throw that on, threw this on. I was like, I'm out. Let's go.
Motherfucker's in there with his rubber duckies. I got a pool in my house.
I mean, I don't understand why you gotta diss the rubber ducky. All right.
I'm up to 15 on our way out.
Again? Why does it always get jacked up at the end of the radio show?
Oh, no, we maintained 12 the entire show. Then we got 13 when we cussed at somebody.
Yeah, I'm going to cuss the motherfuckers more often.
Spurred people on because 14 and 15 joined right after that. And then we were off the air and they are back down to 13. Those last two were like, yeah, fuck that shit.
Like, it's fucking over.
They're talking about rubber duckies in a shower, a man.
Video games. I don't understand what's going on with these man children, but things are weird.
I am out of here.
I have got to get the fuck out of here. Please, someone turn on NPR. Yeah.
So the big hype? Who are the winners? Cyberpunk 2077.
That got big hype as soon as Keanu stepped on stage, basically, and even got shown at the end of that.
Had the hype anyways, and
I know, but that hype got even more real as soon as that got thrown in, dude.
2077 is definitely the most hyped game of E3.
Number Number 2 for me comes down to Star Wars,
Yeah.
Jedi Fallen Order. This this is the game. It seemingly, now the more that we've seen of it, this is the game I've been waiting to happen. Like,
Hmm.
this is going to give me that free realm choice, and I like the fact that they say that light dark shade is going to be very noticeable in your character development and how you progress through this game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Whole lot of fun.
That's my number 2. Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs 2
Mm,
sucked compared to Watch Dogs 1, but Watch Dog, what is this, Legion?
Legion.
This is gotta be the dopest perspective to put on this game, because you're not playing from a solo character perspective.
Hmm.
You're playing from an army of characters.
Oh, I think
That is true.
I briefly saw
It,
something about that. You can switch between any character on the mission.
it's every, yeah, you're able to basically, when you're jumping through the menagerie, they're treating it as if it's kind of a
Matrix.
Matrix, yeah. And that's the kind of freedom you're going to be able to jump through the game. So that's pretty interesting to see. It's only the first I'm seeing of it, so I don't have a lot of hype behind it, but it was very intriguing to see the potential investment into being able to like free play a game, and not only are you free playing like to where your character can go anywhere, we're talking about digitally throughout the game you can just be anywhere. Like, all right, I'm tired of being like this old grandma walking down the street over here waiting to get on the bus. I'm gonna flip over and I'm gonna be the dude that just got off the bus and is about to go to work at the fast food place. Like, that's what I'm doing now, and I'm gonna play that game from that point because he's gonna help me get the other shit that I need to get done. So that seems to be it's a great concept. I want to see more about it. Like I said, this is the first I was seeing about it. Uh,
So you're not throwing Borderlands 3 into the hype train mix?
Borderlands 3 is a different hype. Borderlands 3 is a puddle of weapons that you
Hmm.
jump in and stomp on and jump in and stomp on and jump in and stomp on and jump in and
Yeah,
stomp on.
you're gonna be like Uncle Scrooge McDuck swimming through your money pile, but it's gonna be guns.
Yeah. Like, the loot table on this thing is supposed to be the most insane looter shooter loot table that has ever existed ever anywhere. If you threw all the other looter shooters together in a barrel, their combinations still aren't going to add up to what you're going to be able to get out of Borderlands.
Uh-uh.
I'm interested, man. I loved Borderlands. I really did. I had a ton of fun with it, and honestly, it
Also, we'll hear more at GuardianCon about them.
yeah, it could be. It could be that looter shooter replacement for me because Destiny gets me for a short while, but Destiny never holds me long term.
Right. They plateau at an end game that you get to relatively fast if you're going to get the end game.
Yeah, and that's how I game though. If I'm going to grind, it's happening, and I'm going all in. And I mean, you and I both know that because that's what we've done with Atlas.
Yeah.
We're back up to 20K in our vault. We spent $6,000 in the last 2 days on building this shipyard. So it brought us down, but we put 5K back into our vault within the last day, and plus put money on the company bank.
Yes.
On top of that, a couple $1,000s on the company bank.
I'm a gold farming motherfucker. I'll tell you that.
I'm about to get a little bit back to that life with a side of taming, man, because I like sailing around, dude.
This look, the wipe was the most freeing experience for me because we come back and relatively quickly after we got back and started getting ourselves settled in, the opportunity to join up with some people and own some shit came in, and it was like I heard somebody else go, "I do farming." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
That's
I'm not farming anymore.
that's really what we need. Is we need those. We gotta make sure that we have steady farmers.
The
But
Puffin family have things squared away, and we need to give
that
them just
reminds me.
a nudge, give them a gentle nudge in the right direction of utilizing that full opportunity of food. Like
I need to make them some water pipes, dude. We need to
yeah,
make
he
them some water pipes for their garden.
down there that it's
Puffins, if you're watching, I apologize. I went over and I scoped out your place today. You weren't home.
we like it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very nice. I just need to get you some water pipes for your garden. So next time you're on and I'm on, remind me, and I will make you water pipes.
If he's not, I am, and I'll make you water pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, either or, but it's definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's slick, dude. These guys got themselves a fucking bar built. Like, it's
Dude.
a legit bar.
A legit bar. Like you walk up and you swing open the little door, and there's a fucking half shell bar with fucking stools all the way around it, and then little tables out in the fucking like restaurant area.
We need to hire people to work the damn bar and just serve the drinks.
No shit.
Gibbons just pop on, make the drinks up, put them in, and someone just sits over there and slangs drinks.
Yeah. It was really nice. We really like the way they laid out the front patio system for it. They've got a staff only sign on above the door to let people know that you can't go into the back.
Yeah, dude, it's slick. Definitely slick.
Yeah, we were really happy when we went over there today. We were farming maps, and I was like, "Yeah, we got 2 that take us back home." He's like, "Hell yeah, that'll close us out. We can do those 2 maps and close us out." He had to still kill an alpha before he got leveled up, but because it was like a 1.2 and a 1.8, so they really didn't get him any experience. But
yeah. I had the level up as soon as I hit that alpha, by the way. That alpha gator, as soon as I swung on it, I got the level up.
yeah,
So then I chased it down and finished killing it because it was running from me.
oh yeah, that happens now. Bears, everything in the game is scared of like Mickey and Yingling and
Yeah, Yingling's my bitch. I can't wait till there's another like 3x breeding. So I can crank out a 171 bear with 100% imprint on it. So I can have a real top tier bear.
my question is can I come down there and imprint my bear?
Yes, you could. As long as you have the breeding tier 2, you pop down and imprint on a bear. And if you got riding tier 3, you got breeding tier 2.
Yeah, I do.
So what we can start doing for the company, that you know what, dude, that's a great idea. So what we can start doing for the company, if you can ride a bear, if you can ride an elephant, you can breed a bear. That's what we'll say. If you can ride an elephant, you can breed a bear. It truly is that simple. So when people want their own personal bears, tell me when you have the time. Every 8 hours, you're going to have to stop back and imprint on this fucking thing.
Right.
Tell me when you got the time. I'll mate the bear. We'll pick the 2. We'll just start customizing bears for the company. Because then that takes me out of having to sit down there and babysit bears, and you just go take care of your own baby bear. It's Build-A-Bear, dude. We got Build-A-Bear.
Fucking Build-A-Bear workshop going on in the fucking Atlas. There you go. See that, Google? Look at how good this fucking game is. Right
God
there.
damn it.
Right there. We've
Just
just
shitty PC, man.
we've just shown everybody that the reason you need to buy Atlas. That is it right there. We can get you a completely customized fucking tame that will be your fucking baby.
Yeah,
And it
because Yingling is 100% imprinted on me. So when I ride Yingling, it does more damage for me than it does for Thump if Thump's riding Yingling.
yeah. Like he hits tier 2 Nature's Cry and is doing like what was it today? Like 138 damage or something like that
Yeah,
per swipe.
which is
Damn.
which is
Which
big.
is what I'm doing on my bear.
I hit 69 base. No booster, no buffs, no nothing. I hit 69 on hit, where your average bear is hitting like 35.
Yeah, I've got a bear that's hitting about 43.
Mickey,
Yeah,
good
Mickey's
old Mick.
43, I think.
She's a good bear though.
Yeah, Mickey's a good bear.
But yeah, so next time you're ready and you got the time, let me know. We'll pop down. We'll pick out two bears. 170. They need to. We want to make sure they're both 171 bears, so we can guarantee your 171. So let me get something bred into Molson and get some kind of hybrid of Molson with those colors.
That's now you want to talk about my custom bear? That's my custom bear.
That bear is beautiful, dude.
The bear that comes out like Molson with a 171, I will scrub his belly on a regular occasion if it needs.
Well, we can take Killian over and just throw Killian into him and see what the fuck happens. Because Killian's all silver, like his dad, Ice House.
Ooh,
So we can see if we pick up Mama's black. Actually, it's dad. I need a
That-
female. I got a female all silver in there too, that I think's 171. So we'll take the female silver and breed it with Molson, and hopefully the mother's melee carries over. And eventually, we'll continue to breed them out and breed out the weaklings. This is motherfucking Sparta when it comes to bears. The weak ones will throw over a cliff, but or give them to new company members for that matter. That's what I'm doing with that 350 I got for sale right now. But man, I need to get back into this game, but I can't even fucking log in because of the CPU hogging. Yeah, really, dude.
All right. So, needless to say, we go through. Xbox did its thing. We're proud of what they've done so far. We also
Mhm.
covered Nintendo. Um,
So
we
on
did.
there.
EA, we've got Bethesda, Ubisoft, and Square Enix. Where would you rather do the first one?
Let me get that goddamned website back up.
We know what a lot of the Square Enix conversation is. We know what a lot of the Bethesda conversation's about to be, and then there's Ubisoft.
Let's touch on Ubi then. Let's go Ubisoft, man.
Like Ubi.
Oh, it's
No.
bringing up our show notes instead of the proper window. That's cute.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there's our show notes, everyone. There's the links where we get all of our articles from. We do no work. Oh, that's
No.
the YouTube feed. Wrong one. You want to watch the stream on stream? Anyone? Anyone?
For an Insta recap.
Yeah. What the fuck happened to that? Oh, I know what that is. It's because I have. What the fucking fuck, dude?
All right. So, of course, we got Watch Dogs. We've got
I'll
the
be right back.
we got Division a year later. For Division 2, what year one first look like, what they've got going on for their shit. What was almost a game mode in Rainbow Six Siege
Whole
has
new
now
game.
game. So Rainbow Six Quarantine, that's new shit. Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. That is kind of more to be announced. They really didn't get deep into it. Of course, your Uplay Plus subscription.
What?
Everybody has subscriptions.
I don't have that much fucking money.
Every developer has got their own subscription-based company going on now. So you have Uplay Plus. Uplay Plus, for those of you who don't know, is an expansion on the Uplay standalone launcher that has existed now for quite a few years, actually. It grants you access to every.
So it's Origin access for Ubisoft. Great. When's Activision Plus come out? When's Blizzard Plus come out? When's fuck? I mean, Disney Plus is gonna start including games too. Fuck me, dude.
Gods and Monsters looks like it'll be a whole lot of fun. But more ironically, in hilarity, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
What's going on with It's Always Sunny?
Rob Mel McElhenney.
Yeah, yeah, I know who you're saying.
Mac. Mac. Exactly. Mac has a new show spoofing game developers.
Where's this at?
Like, it was this thing he did where it's this new show that he's going to do where he talks about how game developers act like their shit's the best shit, and that actually they weren't even showcasing their game. They were just telling you how much they're the shit.
I'm in. As long as he doesn't bring that fucking exercise bike from the show.
Actually, there was a topless moment.
I've got the presentation pulled up.
Yeah.
And he looks just like Mac giving a serious speech, but he's really giving a serious speech.
Oh, wait till you see the video, because the beard he decided to grow for this is not that tiny little thing that he's wearing on his face during the presentation. Because amazing. It was fucking hilarious. He was like, so just in case y'all didn't know, I got this new shit going on, and this new shit is this shit. This shit is the shit you need to be seeing. And he basically promos a show.
Oh, it's for Apple TV Plus, though. There's another fucking subscription. Motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Can I just have cable TV back?
Right? Can I please
That's what the point I'm at. Just let me get something for $59.99 that has it all. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, fucking DC, whatever the fuck that is. Amazon Prime, Crunchyroll.
Oh yeah, Crunchyroll.
Can someone just please, Time Warner? This is your chance to battle back. Come on, Spectrum. This is your chance to battle back. Just get all the streaming platforms.
It's
give
all
them money. And put
Grimm.
it all on one service, and I will buy it from you.
It's all about Ian Grimm. Let Ian Grimm tell you how it goes down. Here's the promo. Drop this on your balls.
I don't know that I can play the audio, but I'm going to do it.
Promise you that in making this show, we took the same approach.
It may go live to the feed.
So
I can't get it live on radio, but it doesn't matter because we're not on radio anymore.
Yeah, I just don't want to get like copyright strikes
Mythic
or something.
Quest, Raven's
And
Bank.
Kotaku, thanks Kotaku for this.
What is Mythic Quest?
That's the who
chair.
put the video up.
Some may say it's just a video game.
Thanks, Games Radar.
When it
Yes.
first debuted, MQ was hailed as a masterpiece.
Toast was a pretty
Now
solid
played in
fucking
20 different countries on 6 continents.
original article.
It's the biggest massive multiplayer role-playing game of all
Are we watching a
time.
commercial now? Oh no, Mythic Quest.
And today,
Never mind.
they find themselves on the precipice of their first major expansion, Mythic Quest: Raven's Banquet. And it all falls on the shoulders of one man, creative director Iron
Yes.
Grimm.
But
we
don't
think about
open it,
cultural
but shake it.
touchstones, we think E.T., Star Wars, Avatar. And yet our industry dwarfs the traditional entertainment business. So when we think about legends,
Check him
why
out,
not
Ian
check
Grimm.
Mythic Quest. True indeed. And when we think of visionary
How about that beard?
world-building
Very
artists,
Sparta of him, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is,
Spielberg,
man.
Lucas and Cameron.
I was like,
Why
yo,
not
actually,
think
I like Mac with the big beard.
Yeah, he looks much better with the Mac beard.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop. What is this?
it's a commercial for the game.
It's a commercial for you.
It's still going.
Oh my god. This is insane.
I can
I
watch
think
this.
It's
Too bad it's going to be on Apple TV Plus.
Yep. Yep, that it is.
You know what all these separate streaming services are going to do?
All
Bring
for
back piracy.
yeah, you may
Piracy took a dip when Netflix and Hulu were doing their thing. Now that Disney, Netflix, Hulu, NBC, ABC, Fox, any major fucking network, ABC I know is tied to Disney, what the fuck ever, fuck you. But all these major networks now have their own like streaming subscription platform, which is more than what your cable TV subscription used to be.
Yep.
If you want it all. And that's a
Well,
fucking problem
everybody's-
for me, man. It really does. It makes me want to fucking type in the piratesbay.org right now.
Everybody
But
said
that's
that
still a site.
a la carte TV. Everybody said they wanted a la carte programming. Let me just buy into what I want, and now it's being offered, and maybe you're retracting a little bit of that statement.
No, I want a la carte TV, but I don't want to have to let me pay $1 to watch this. Let me pay $2 to watch one season of one show on your network. Okay. That's fine. Let me pay $10 for that month to watch that whole series. Something. That's fine. I'd be fine with that. I want a la carte TV, but at the same time, I don't want to pay 10 different subscriptions for a la carte TV.
Unfortunately, what you find is the fact that what you enjoy is on 10 to 20 different providers.
That's the problem. Someone needs to rein that all in, or
Oh, wait.
or they need to let us just rent our shows that we want to watch,
Or
not pay a
cable
monthly
direct-
subscription.
Cable and direct TV come back. Well, yeah, but the thing is we the consumers force them to separate their shit out to every little increment.
I don't feel like we forced them to do that. I feel like they saw that Netflix was making money with a subscription service, Hulu was making money with a subscription service, and they're like, shit, let's get in on that too. Because we've got original content. Netflix has, we got original content, so let's sell that for $10. Or let's go HBO route, let's sell that for $15.
HBO is the one that actually probably ruined it for everybody because HBO was like, no Netflix, you're not getting our shit. If it's original content, we're going to create it. We're going to put it out under our own distribution.
And you could argue that Amazon Prime offers you that to an extent because you can get Cinemax, Showtime, HBO, and all that bullshit through Amazon Prime. But you just added a $15. You're adding the full subscription price. And yes, you could also argue, well, when your show's on, subscribe for that short amount of time. Do you realize how tedious that is? To try and unsubscribe from HBO Now? That shit's work. You got to do it from your goddamn phone, and you've been watching it on your TV, your computer, your Google Chrome.
It's as complicated as ZeniMax was for ESO to get out of being subscribed to ESO.
Yeah, yeah.
It is just as hard because, not for nothing, I'm gonna bring up a name of fucking absolute rage, but Happy Salmon, myself, and Usown had the hardest fucking times trying to navigate our way to the bottom of the fucking barrel to get out of the ZeniMax features.
Yeah.
Because you can't
That time I didn't care,
do
though,
it.
man. I had to fucking
You can't do it from your Xbox. You can't do it from your phone. You had to be on your computer. You had to do a deep dive into their fucking website and go, "Hey, you, Jeff, sitting at desk number 230 fucking 2 in the fucking facility, turn my god dang subscription off, son of a bitch." And that was how it was treated with ZeniMax. Like, if you didn't talk to Tom sitting at desk number 487 that was responsible for your fucking subscription, your shit was still active and running.
HBO Now is a little bit easier to unsubscribe from. When I first started using it for Game of Thrones, it was rough, man. But that's the problem. And shit, dude, I was thinking about picking up Hulu again, just because I haven't watched any, network TV in a long time. And I figured I'd catch up on that over the summer. They won't even let me look at what shows they have unless I subscribe. Yeah, I could find it in another place. I could go look and what's on Hulu. I could do the same with Netflix. What's on Netflix? I did have to do the same. I bit the bullet and just went back to Netflix, but you literally have to do research. They won't tell you what they have before you buy it even. In some instances, before people get butthurt.
I was going to say, you also know people who have subscriptions, so
But
you can talk to those people, ask those people about those subscriptions.
I've got Netflix
Hulu?
again, but I ain't buying another Hulu subscription. Fuck y'all.
I'm still okay with it.
I'll go Disney Plus, man.
I was never going to buy a Hulu subscription anyway. Spotify gave me one out of left field.
I'll just go Disney Plus because they're gonna have more of the shows that I want, anyways.
Shoot, we don't pay for our Hulu or Netflix.
I do, because I'm not a criminal.
Nah, I'm not saying anything about that. It gets paid for, just not by us. Not in this household.
Well, you know what, dude? You buy that subscription that allows you 4+ TVs at a time. It's paid for. It's just 4 TVs. That, well, honestly, you could equate that to my son went to his mother's. He's going to sign on to my Netflix account at his mother's and watch it at his mother's.
So is that what you did yesterday when he was asking?
Yeah. Well, no, I set it up so he could to stream it to Chromecast, or to be able to pick specific episodes on Chromecast. He needed to be signed in to my account on his phone.
Right.
A little disappointed with Chromecast, to be honest with you. But you know what? It came included with the Google Home, and I like my Google Home because I can tell it to do things and it listens.
I feel the same way about both my home and my Amazonian.
Princess.
Yep.
Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
But
I can't talk about her when she knows that she's being talked about because she likes to do it.
yeah. I say things and Google's like, yeah, this dude ain't talking to us right now. Cliff, did you get there?
All right, so wait, Cliff.
Cliff, I'm looking at the angry dandelion chat.
Yeah, Cliff said try Kazara.
Zarka.
Yeah, and then he never.
Let's try Zarka. Is that some Harry Potter bullshit, man?
No, it's one of the main weapons. It's your main hand weapon. Since he said that, I'm wanting to know if he actually got his Zarka to try.
In what?
BDO.
Oh, Porn Desert Online. Gotcha. PDO.
Hentai Online.
Hentai Desert Online. HDO. Alright.
But yeah, so all right, the shorter of these two is going to be the Square Enix one.
Let's do it.
As far as what we got left, Marvel's Avenger. This game is going to be a good game, but it is the game that separates you from Tony Stark that you know currently.
From the MCU.
You know that old
It's separate
saying,
from the MCU.
never meet
And
your
they
hero?
put a big fucking stamp of letting you know that this is not.
The characters
I did.
look kind of shitty, though. I mean, I don't care that they look different,
Awesome.
but
The
they look kinda
Avengers were
shitty.
everything I imagined.
I mean, I don't like how
I like Tony Stark.
they did the Captain America look. I'm
Yeah,
not a big
dude.
fan of it.
he looks like an old man with hockey pads on.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't
This
say
just
hockey
got a whole lot
pads,
more interesting.
but
He
I
looks
mean, he
kind of
doesn't.
like wearing a lightweight police uniform.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
whatever.
just
I'd
gonna
say
be him or something. Maybe,
I
maybe
like the way it
Let's make this quick. Secure the bridge.
is. But
Those weapons
if it
can't get into the
if
city.
it
Now you set 'em up.
upgrades the fun I had with Marvel Ultimate Alliance,
Thor, what's your
I'm in.
status?
There are humans trapped, and lots of
It's
small,
supposed-
angry men with guns.
That was my favorite
that a
superhero game. Like
there it is.
all time.
The guy from Anthem did get a job.
Cat, they got pulsar tanks.
Bit. Let's watch Iron Man fly in here again and see if this isn't very Anthem-esque. No, we're just watching Hulk smash.
Yeah.
They got pulsar tanks.
This is
I
their
need to go
Hulk.
back a little bit further.
Thor,
don't
what's
I?
your status?
Was
There are humans
the interview
trapped.
done
Lots of
after
small,
this where they
angry men with
actually
guns.
sat down with all of the voice
Is
actors
that a joke? Did Thor
of
make a
this
joke?
new Marvel experience?
Cat, they got pulsar tanks.
So they wanted you to really separate everything from it. Get it. Oh no, that's still not back far enough. But
I'm just not cool with Cap's uniform, man.
Yeah, that part actually kind of bothered me out of it. I will agree with
And
that. It's
Widow's
not
face
very.
looks
I can't
shitty.
to begin with, so
I don't care if it's Scarlett Johansson. Her face just looks shitty. That is an awfully square jawline. And I don't know. I just don't. I'm like,
it's like,
yeah.
hey,
See, look there it is. Her face. I don't like it.
I mean, I'm not the biggest Captain America fan either, but at the same time, come on now.
nope.
Yeah, we don't need pads, dude.
Hey, not for nothing. When you see fucking Iron Man and Thor standing there next to each other, floating in the sky, tell me you don't see your Anthem characters just fucking. You don't see the fucking Interceptor just standing there, just fucking like doing his thing. You don't see the fucking. Oh, what was my type?
Storm.
Oh, I was a Storm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell me
you were Thor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were basically Thor.
I was. Tell me you don't see the same thing though when you look at when you look at how their character movement is in their flight. Maybe the guy from Anthem did get another job already.
Hopefully he did. Because he deserved it. The game felt great. Just it was shit otherwise. Alright. So what the fuck is this Outriders?
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and smack the little elephant that's walking by too. Final Fantasy VII Remake for all of you fucking uber-stuber fucking fanboys.
March 3rd, 2020?
You're getting it again. Arguably one of the best games of Final Fantasy ever.
It's the only one I tried to play.
It's because it was hands down the one that was supposed to be the shit.
I just
Yeah. It was good.
Didn't have the time. I was too busy being a teenager.
Yeah. This came along for me in that same time frame too.
Now Lance played the shit out of it. I do know that. I could never get into Final Fantasy or Metal Gears, dude.
I was never a Metal Gear person either.
Something about sneaking around
played
inside
both.
of a fucking box just
That shit was
never really
hilarious.
made any sense to me.
This shit was hilarious.
It's like, what the fuck? This box wasn't here earlier.
Shit was funny.
Oh, well, guess it's here now. I'll move along.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
It
this
was
box
dumb
wasn't here
funny.
earlier. Kick it. That's the first thing I'm
Shoot it.
doing. I'm kicking it. See if anything moves inside of it. Something moves inside of it, then I shoot it.
Yeah. Kick it. Kill it.
Yep. Because there's nothing good crawling around inside a box in your warehouse. Bottom line is just, this is never a good thing. I don't care what warehouse you're in. If there is a moving box that is not being moved by a human or a robot, you should first kick it, then shoot it.
YouTube went duh again.
Man, what the fuck ever. We're still live on YouTube.
I was about to say, it hasn't stopped for me.
Error occurred. Please try again later. Playback ID. Blah 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 blah.
Still
I've
good on
got
mind.
still playing, but giving me like, you remember the snow from TV before?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah, I've got none of that.
All right, refresh the screen, and we're back.
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
All right, so Outriders.
Yeah. Outriders. Properly new shooter from Bulletstorm. Okay, Bulletstorm was pretty fun, man. Just on its own. It was nothing you could really, like, you could play through it once. It was a great game to rent.
Yeah, a good dive in, kill shit, get out, and that was great. All right, put it on the shelf. I can take it back to Blockbuster. I can
Yeah,
do it.
move the fuck on, or buy it used for $10. You know that. But yeah, I rented it when I played it, and I had fun kicking shit, sliding, doing all that stuff. It almost feels like Bulletstorm was kind of a precursor to like Titanfall, and just the movement and the mechanics of it. Because it's fast paced, you slide, you jump. I mean, but
I am very curious to see what actually comes up at the other end of your Outriders trailer.
We'll find out here in a second.
Because, I mean, the gameplay trailer or the cinematic trailer was pretty good. It looked really neat. It really...
Isn't this Cliffy B's studio? Cliff Bleszinski? Isn't I thought People Can Fly was his studio. I thought he was behind Bulletstorm.
Right.
Then why does it just say the people behind Gears of War? Instead of Gears of War Judgment, is Cliff Bleszinski gone from People Can Fly? Am I?
No, but they had to separate certain things because certain people aren't involved in current projects.
So much fun with the original Gears of War multiplayer, dude, on 360. Trying to get into this trailer, but it's all cinematic. It's a teaser. Okay.
Yeah, it's a straight up teaser. Like, this is only their announcement of the game. This isn't letting you know anything but this game exists.
Okay. Well, one thing that I enjoy is it's a co-op shooter for 1 to 3 players. It's weird that it's 1 to 3 though.
It is
coming from a Gears dev.
Yeah, it is very weird that it was 1 to 3, that they put such a short leash when most of your games now are going for 4 or 6 player co-op.
But if you think about it, Destiny, on the other hand, unless you're running a raid, it's 3 people, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I can somewhat understand, but that looks. It's piqued my interest. I'll say.
That's funny. You got a 4 screen, a bunch of PC stuff. I've got 12 on my clip at the end of it. I've got 12 screens, and it is some Fable shit, some Fallout shit, some
Well, that's because on my YouTube, dude, I watch tech news.
mine is Joe Rogan podcast. Mine's Bert Kreischer stuff.
Yeah, no. I get a little bit of Joe Rogan on my feed, but I don't pay too much attention to that shit. If I'm going to look at political shit, whatever.
I don't really consider him political, but
From what the shit that pops up on my YouTube feed is always like commentary on political shit from Joe Rogan and the Joe Rogan Experience. Either that or it's something about a MMA fighter or something else. But anyways, fucking moving on.
I had Neil deGrasse Tyson and a lot of comedians because he does a lot of stand up. Like that's most of what I get out of what his show does. He talks to everybody. That's the crazy thing. Like if you actually dive into that, he talks to everybody about every fucking thing. He's talked to fucking Wiz Khalifa. He's talked to Bert Kreischer. He's talked to fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's talked to fucking bioengineers. He's talked to fucking political lefts and rights. He's talked to groupings, groupings, lefts and rights. Like he hasn't shied away from any available topic, and he does 2 shows a day.
Yeah. Well, my average video that I watch is probably 12 to 15 minutes.
Oh no, he doesn't fit your criteria at all on that level because the Joe Rogan Experience, he does 2 to 3 a day, Monday through Friday, and they average on 2 to 3 hours.
I watch all my YouTube videos while I'm driving though. Well, yeah. I mainly listen, but
like I said, I use my other screen for my background noise, and so Joe Rogan ends up over there a lot versus whatever else I'm watching on Twitch.
So they're making a Final Fantasy VIII remastered, and they haven't launched Final Fantasy VII remastered yet. Okay.
No, they were just letting you know they were going to make the Final Fantasy VIII remastered.
Play on PS4
later this year.
Crash. Hop on in.
So Final Fantasy VIII remastered's coming out before Final Fantasy VII remastered. They're taking the Star Wars approach. They stole it from us.
Damn it.
Those sons of bitches.
And then the last flip of the coin goes to Bethesda.
Doom Eternal.
A lot of old PC gamers, and I do mean old PC gamers. Like this is their fucking cotton candy right here.
Yeah, it is.
This is that shit. And they got Quake before, and they're all dove back into Quake, and now they're getting Doom. And that's basically what this is. That is they know the market of those gamers is there, and they're giving them a game.
And their last Doom game did really well, and I'm sure it was a great fucking game. It's just I can't get into FPSs anymore, man. I don't really care for that fast-paced shit anymore.
Doom, the original FPS.
Yeah.
The OG. Also, they kicked themselves in the ass and in the dick and in the teeth and in the gut and in the face and then grabbed their own foot and licked the toe.
Of kicking.
Oh no, there was lots of them fucking with themselves during this conference because they knew what year one Fallout 76 was. All of their fans let them know, and they acknowledged the fact that their fans told them what the fuck
Fallout 76 free to play week, June 10th through June 17th.
Yep. Get in there if you have any interest in getting in there. Supposedly the game is taking a turn that it wasn't supposed to take, but now it's going to take, and
Battle Royale with cheese.
with cheese, yes. A lot of cheese. In their future projections on this, though, they've got it. Their roadmap moving forward is pretty interesting. Yes, they got this battle royale that's coming out, but they've also got the future progression of what Fallout 76 is people reawakening and coming out into the world. What the expansion's going to be is making finding out what that world is actually, like people coming back to that world, not just the people in the vault, but other people coming back to that world. So it's not just about vault life, it's not about the ins and outs, it's about living in the environment that is the post-apocalyptic world. And they explained it really good. Now, more importantly for me is the next one down. Ghostwire Tokyo
She looks crazy, dude.
made my nipples cut that line in what you see Ghostwire. That wasn't what they did in the title originally. That was my nipples that cut that. Because this brought, with what they're talking about being able to do in Ghostwire Tokyo, this shit looks fucking retarded. This makes Watch Dogs look like it didn't quite live up to what it was supposed to be with what they're doing with their Watch Dogs Legion. Like this is a perspective from deep inside of being able to.
It's the snap, dude. It's the Thanos snap or some shit.
And what do you do? What do you do if you survive the snap?
Yeah, it looks good, man. It's definitely piqued my interest, even though it's just a teaser.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but it was one of the ones that got me the most future hype. Like I already know Star Wars Jedi is one for me. Cyberpunk 2077 is one for me. But then outside of that, I'm kind of like, maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit. And then this, I was like, oh, please tell me more. I'm already willing to pay for this game, but please tell me more about what's going on here.
Yeah.
Because this has like so many twists to it, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, dude, it is. It's fucking gorgeous. I gotta take a piss, gentlemen. I'll be right back.
I've never thought ramen noodles looked so good.
I thought they were real.
Yeah, that game does look good though.
It is. It's absolutely amazing, and a lot of hype behind that one for me. Deathloop is Deathloop. I mean, you kind of knew what you were getting when you saw Arcane Studios step forward. You were like, "Oh, they're about to do,"
Mm-hmm.
and then they did.
Yeah, they did.
They were like, "Here, have fun. Go be crazy. Go be wild. Have fun. Enjoy it."
You know, another wild game that I actually saw through there, that space game, I'm gonna have to look it up now.
How were you not doing that while trying to think about it?
Because it just had a brain fart. I had it in my head earlier, but I wound up totally spacing out. I closed a couple of tabs, and it must have been, yeah, it was the one that I had up. Mother flipper.
Motherfucker.
I already clicked on you. Why are you doing it again? Planetary survival or something like that.
Yeah, it looks real interesting. I'm waiting to see a little bit more out of it. Um, I'm not I'm not quite settled in on it yet.
No, I thought it was pretty interesting. You know what I mean? Because it was even the devs were like, this isn't, this is a game basically after a day of, you being at work and everything. You just come home and you do some stupid shit essentially and just have fun. You don't have to really. You're not hardcore grinding or anything else like that. It's just a game to have fun, and it looked pretty fun. Like for what they were shooting for, they were letting everybody know right out the door that this isn't. Where is it?
Memories of Mars planetary survival?
I think so.
No, that would be May.
Yeah, I think it was Memories of Mars, Planetary Survival. But it was a game basically about you just doing like stupid shit. Where the flip?
The only one I haven't clicked on is EA.
It wasn't from EA.
So I
It
didn't
was
see-
not from EA at all. I don't even see them listed, but they definitely did a show for it.
I thought EA we did early.
Yeah,
I
I thought
didn't
we
click
did.
on it. You talked about it. I didn't click on it.
Yeah, I kind of rushed through it because it was just kind of what it was.
Yeah, because I mentioned Anthem.
Apex Legends, they didn't. You did, they didn't.
Yeah,
That was where that conversation really was at. Is you mentioned it, but they definitely didn't.
Here you go, Guru.
I want to see more of Outer Worlds too.
Memories from Mars. 100 years in the future, once for open world survivor game set amongst the abandoned mining operations on the Red Planet.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that
that's
could be
it.
interesting.
Yeah.
Available now.
Yeah, it's out.
Is it out now?
Yeah, you can buy it. I like the premise though. Whether I actually like the game is a whole different story, but I like the premise.
Graphically, it looks pretty good
It looks decent.
for what it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, Season 2 came out July 25th, 2018. This game's been out, dude.
Yep.
Never heard of it, but it's been out.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it until recently on there.
Speaking of shit that's been out.
You can't walk away. You two are responsible for the show.
No, I'm walking away.
Let's shut it down. Shut it down. What show?
End it now?
I've got stuff to do in Atlas. And I can't boot Atlas up when I've got the stream up because fucking it's poorly optimized.
I
need more cores.
Like I was saying. I definitely still though want to see more gameplay or at least more information being dropped for that whole Outer Worlds game. I mean, it keeps looking good because it gives you that whole. It kind of gives me a weird Borderlands feel / like.
You know something I've been tempted to go back to here lately? State of Decay 2.
That was a good
I feel
game.
like we never really finished it as a group.
As a group,
like I know you progressed far and stuff like that. I got screwed over on missing some points, essentially.
You also
And never got a
lost your
leader.
freaking best guy that
Yeah,
you
God
you
mode.
freaking God mode.
Dude's nickname, random generated. Dude's nickname was fucking God mode, and he was. But I wasn't able to like move him into leadership because I passed up on it when it came up. Because I
Dude,
didn't
we spent
realize that I couldn't make
hours.
that decision later.
We spent hours.
Yeah, just going through the
Hours.
character generator. And then God
Mhm.
mode, man. God mode.
You and me built like the best team. I still have that team.
I'm
Like
sure
they
I
got
still have that
through
team. It's probably just
everything.
all fucked because I was like, I'll wait and see if this is the right decision. And then I found out afterwards that I just needed to make a fucking decision. And I should have just went with it and like killed the dude later if I found a better leader or some shit.
I mean, there's still little odds and ends that I needed to
I'm
do on mine, but I cleared up a lot of the zombie infestation.
See, man,
Actually, I think I
I'm the
went into
dude that
New
doesn't
Game
make
Plus.
decisions on the fly. I want to analyze all my options before I make a decision, and I wasn't able to do that.
Hmm. I mean, that was a fun game. The only problem that we had with it, the reason why we didn't play as a group, was because there was just so many issues running as a
Yeah.
group.
Yeah, because your progression was separate from mine. That game should have been built from the ground up as a co-op. This is your base. You guys work as a team to do things. You can work on your own time to accomplish things. You can work on time together to. It should have been built a little bit more co-op, like MMO
Hmm.
style.
It should have,
You
because
had your
that
you
would have
had your
been
you
pretty
build your
fun.
you build your community, and depending on how big your community is, you can go out into the world and complete certain activities as a group. So dungeons, raids, that would have been really cool, man. And then if you're just you have your community, and if you're on by yourself that day, you can go out and bring back some
Supplies.
bring back some supplies, level up your personal characters. Say you add 2 people to the group, so that way if you run or 3 people to the group, you have your 3 main people that you add to the group.
That you
But
can
if
fluctuate through.
I knew how to make these games, I'd make them better. So
Vex 2.0. Is
yeah,
that what I just heard?
yeah, you did. I don't know where the fuck Thump is, but I really am about to end this fucking stream because I got some shit.
Yeah, I gotta get a couple of things done before the missus comes home, and it's already time for her to be actually off work. So I'm hoping
Yeah.
that she actually
So
calls me and
heard the
lets me
fuck
know
up,
what's
Thump.
going on.
I'm giving it 1 minute. I'm ending this shit because I got stuff I want to do in Atlas and I can't boot it back up right now. So if you're watching, I apologize. It's not that I don't love you. It's that I don't care. Wait a second. Did that come out
I feel
right?
like that's yeah. We'll say you said it right.
Yeah, I
We'll
said
say
Like
that.
something. I
the
said
night,
something.
like chicken tonight.
All right. So Guru needs to be done. I'm ready to get back into Atlas.
Yeah,
You got
let's
it.
go.
All right. I'm gonna have to shut down the streams because I can't boot Atlas up with XSplit up.
YouTube.
I
Goodbye, Facebook.
Yeah, you heard the
Please.
you heard the motherfucker. Like I said,
Goodbye, Felicia book.
I love y'all. I just don't care that much.
You're not getting enough out of your Facebook account.
Have a good night. We'll see you next Wednesday. That's Facebook out. YouTube, same shit. Different. Nah, same shit.